Hey everybody, this is Dogpit Jam 2018, the live stream, and I am your host, Shibanya, and this evening I am joined by wonderful guests and judges, and I'll just let y'all introduce yourselves.
Hey, it's me, Everdrag! Wow!
And
Hi, I'm Snowshoe.
I'm Sip Super. I'm a jerk.
Whoa.
I don't know about that. Anyway, sorry about the delay. We're having some OBS issues, but hopefully things are working now. So just let us know in the chat how the audio is, and we'll just go from there. So this is block 1, which was the block judged by Snowshoe.
Yep.
And
All mine.
the first game that we are going to play this evening is Quest in Progress, which is by Team Punch the Moon.
Oh, is that what their team name was? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't copy all their team names down, so I'm like, oh hey, I recognize it.
Oh, that's fine. I'm sure that Clay will forgive you for forgetting his team name.
I hope so.
You see www.
He's a nice fella.
He is a nice fella. He's a real nice fella.
Good fella.
He's a good fella. You can see that www.punchtheboon.com. So let's just get this going. Well, let's see. We got options, just dialogue speed, normal. Ooh,
I thought this was like super cute, like in the opening.
Where's my gamepad?
Where is your gamepad?
Hold on, it's right here. I wonder if it'll take gamepad input.
I never know with browser games. I just go straight up keyboard mouse unless otherwise.
I don't know.
I
just have to try, you know.
I like all of the subtext a little bit in this opening shot because of the red squiggle line. I was really confused from it. I'm like, man, that looks like a spell check.
No, I don't think it's recognizing the thing. Right, left.
Aw, bummer.
It's a browser game. Shoot, a shoot key. Shoot. I kind of just want to use the defaults. Is there a way to get out of this? What's the default shoot key? What's this supposed to be?
I used spacebar.
All right, I'm just put spacebar.
But whatever is going to be most comfortable.
Now, I don't see I'm thinking about this because, we did Excessa Jam earlier this year. But, remappable controls are awesome. But now I'm worried, what if I fucked it up forever? How will I know it? Well, I'll just reload the browser again.
You can always fix it, right? Mind the face?
Yeah. All right. New game.
Well, you fucked it up because you didn't use Z for fire, the superior button.
Wow.
Obviously.
So rude.
I like these tiles.
I told you I was gonna be rude.
So the game doesn't let you go through the dialogue at your own pace. So I feel like that's a tell a little bit about how the creator feels about text.
I like the text sound at least.
Yep.
These are nice
So you should
environmental.
probably mute your Windows sounds.
Mute my Windows sounds. Oh well, it's too late now. I'll do it later.
Okay.
Pew pew. I don't have any audio.
Actually, I
These
will.
are seagulls.
Hold on. I will do that because I'm getting. Well, I should just set Discord into Do Not Disturb.
Ah.
Yeah, that would be smart, wouldn't it?
Well, it should be because you're streaming.
Yeah.
I don't.
It does that with streamer mode.
Except that
Unless you disabled it. Disabled streamer mode?
I'm sorry, everybody.
We are gonna have a nice wine day, and we're gonna figure your computer
Okay.
out. I
All right.
promise.
All right, I set it in streamer mode.
We're gonna throw your
regularly.
computer in the trash.
We are okay. So I set shoot to be. Okay.
Okay, so you can't do anything yet.
I can't do anything yet.
Yeah. So,
Oh, that's
see
true.
that dude, that old dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go talk to him.
Pardon
He seems
me.
like a
Are
nice
you
fella.
an adventurer? Then you must be here to rescue the prince. Undertale has taught me to be terrified of red text.
Of red text?
Of red text, yeah. Where are the knives?
There's some scary concepts with the red text. And I think Asgore too just references Asgore to be read as well.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna adjust one more thing. My audio.
I'm definitely liking the text sound effects, the text mumblies, and the background audio, the environmentals in this game. I think the audio design is really good. I like that wizard sprite too.
Yeah, I thought this was all really cute, and it felt very Zelda-y.
Yeah, I'm excited about every game that I've seen from Team Punch the Moon. Alright, I got it. Damn it. I guess I'm at the beach. Because I'm hearing lovely sounds of the beach. Oh, it's a yeah. Alright.
Yeah,
I
nailing
totally
it.
could go there.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, can I...
Use that beam sword.
Oh, no! I killed
I like
the
the
guy.
angry eyes.
No,
That's cool.
that's
Oh,
my
no!
reaction. I freaked out. I'm like, oh, we gotta kill them.
Oh, man.
Worse.
Oh, whoops. What have I done? I'm a terrible.
You're off to a great start.
I'm off to a great start.
Yeah, I really like the angry eyes he does when he fires.
Oh, can you move the cursor off the game?
Hold on, let me turn off cursor capture. Well, I guess I don't have to. I can just keep the cursor
You
off.
have to. Everdread's just being picky.
No one wants to see the cursor on the screen.
Nobody wants to see
Hold
the cursor
on.
on the
Turn
screen.
on.
What if there is a need
Right.
for a cursor on the screen?
Well, I
Oh,
didn't
what?
turn off.
Well then,
I think you're projecting, Everdread. Do we need to have?
Ooh, I could kill these
what if the
things.
game has
Cursor
its
out
own
there.
cursor? What then?
Oh, that'd be pretty sweet. That's been done.
Oh, is this multi-directional for the
Oh
projectiles?
yeah,
can
you
shoot?
got diagonal. Except I'm not diagonally. That's not the.
I did find it a little confusing when I was facing up and down, but you know, just adding another sprite.
Oh, there's only left and right. and there's,
Northwest is not firing off for me, but all the other directions are.
I'm guessing it just like remembers your last direction and uses that, and you can't really tell.
Well, I can
There's
hold
only
down
like 4
both.
direction sprites.
Ghost Dad says the old man deserved to die, by the way.
Fetid mildew
So, don't feel
filled the
horrible.
stale air as the night began its descent.
Ooh, this is a good try.
Evil things were about. Curious to see
spooky.
how the workshop thing works in. Those traps. I love the music.
This is a great song.
I'm assuming that, as usual, Clay has done his own music. Ah! I don't know what you guys did to me, but I'm gonna kill you. I got a heart.
It's interesting because it feels like you'd very naturally want to, or maybe not naturally, but like at least accidentally kill the wizard at first, which immediately makes you wonder, what does it mean? Like, should you be killing these persons? Should you be trying to go past them?
Yeah? I wonder what would happen if I did. Like, can I advance and kite this guy?
Everdread, please. It's a video game. Gotta kill all the things.
Oh,
Well,
oh
you know.
shit! Am I gonna get the... I don't know what it was about to say.
A lot of smells. This is a very smell-heavy dungeon.
I mean...
He's really trying to bring in like the atmosphere of the game.
Yeah, can I just... Okay, can I beat this?
Oh, those look like dangerous dragons.
Yeah, those look like the
Dragons
best
and
dragons.
fireballs.
This is probably not a good idea. Now, like,
They're very scary. Your sword doesn't shoot as far, but their fireballs go out really fast. Oh wow, you just brought the whole.
Oh,
whole
just...
party with you.
Oh wait, I can't pause it, but they said game music just running its own. Okay, hold
That's
on.
okay.
Well, looks like I do have to kill them. Yep.
Yeah, it looks like you have to kill something to get your key.
Yeah, just hide in the corner or something.
Pew pew. Pew pew.
Yep, right.
Oh, hey, you can kill them.
Okay, hold on. Alright, game on.
And so the hero.
Okay. I think I turned down the game audio vis-a-vis the guest audio, and I guess I'll find
Whoa.
out in like 15 seconds when Twitch catches up,
Wait a minute, why are you back at the beginning?
because I died.
No, that's not where you're supposed to go.
What do you mean? I mean, I died,
What
so
do you?
don't I have to start
No,
over again?
that's not what's supposed to happen.
Oh no.
What do you mean?
That's well, the theme of Workshop shows up after you died the first time, but
Oh, really?
somehow.
Well, the wizard's still gone.
Yeah, this is very odd.
Alright.
You're
By the
having a
way-
completely different experience.
If anybody in chat can hear things, let us know how the volume is now. I think I turned down the game music. I guess I have to kill the guys. Audio good? No, that's snowshoe. Yay, nay.
Yeah, I'm. Since there's a bit of a delay.
I mean, it's this level that's, I think, louder than the others, so.
Oh, okay. Ghost Dad thinks you might need to go down another level because when I died level 3, that's when it kind of showed up.
Ghost Dad says audio much better.
Yes, he does. Yay.
I thought you said Ghost Dad when you said I should turn it down.
No?
Well, now I'm getting. This is. Whoa, shit! I didn't mean to do that. All right, go away.
Well, it's like I said. I think it's because it's the second level that's louder. So
All right.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
when you're in the first level, it's not an issue.
Oh, this track has to be pumped to the max. It's extremely good.
Just gonna mention that I love the sprite art, and I always love how Clay does stuff that's like super charming and appealing to look at.
Yeah, the aesthetic, the cartoony aesthetic is really nice, and I think it's all the visuals so far have been very cohesive. They like mesh well together.
I think if I
The
had,
dragons are.
if I had any complaint, it would be that I keep getting caught in these little tiny.
It feels like the hitboxes are kind of weird. It's kind of hard to tell
Ha!
how you're going to navigate the space.
This looks like the good strategy is to kite these guys. Yeah.
Yeah, your beam sword is very, very nice. Being able to do multi-directional is
Yeah.
that's stronger than most beam swords.
It's pretty sweet.
So that seems like it's a little bit tough to kind of aim itself.
Shining golden key tumbled forth from the great worm's innards. This foul beast's eccentric appetites may prove useful. And really, am I like absorbing their powers if I kill them?
I don't know if this is Highlander.
Do I have to consume their flesh to...
Oh, you might. That really adds some things.
Ah. Of course, it's a common... It's well known that I'm bad at video games.
It's hard to be good at video games and also stream them and talk about them.
Possibly. That's what y'all are here for. Many dangers
Make fun of you.
between him and the
Rose
princess.
from below.
Would his resolve hold true? Only time would tell. Oh, this is cute.
Ooh.
So, what do you think so far?
I'm honestly kind of surprised you'd bring this to a short fiction workshop. Oh, workshop!
Ba-dum-bum.
This reads like the first chapter of a really ponderous fantasy novel. Or this story page in some crappy old video game's instruction manual.
Rude.
It's taking it pretty well. Smiling through it. Oh,
Ouch. You're really going for the jugular right out of the gate, aren't you?
I just love these illustrations. They're so awesome and appealing.
I like it. I like the subversion. I'm like, oh shit.
This is what Shibanya deals with every jam.
Like, guys, really? Really? Really?
Hey, that rhubarb was a metaphor, Steven.
A metaphor!
It's a metaphor.
What is it a metaphor for? It's so funny.
Is this gonna turn like Doki Doki Lit Club on us?
I wish it. I don't know. I didn't get very far, to be honest. I actually broke it. I died. Like, I'm not gonna tell you where it was at, but I died, and then it just said, "So the hero," just kept going.
Let's
I like
see.
when the wizard died.
I liked when the wizard.
We all liked it when he died. secretly.
It was a cameo by Tipples. Although that's nice. I guess I'm assuming you can go without killing him, and then would the game give you a slightly different thing if you hadn't killed him?
That's a very good question. I didn't get a chance to go back. I think you're supposed to kill him by accident anyway. Like, somehow you get near him when you leave and you just attack him. Outright. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh, Ghost Dad says, yeah, I never killed him and didn't get that option. Well, that's nice. That's like a nice bit of like
Yay.
responsiveness, because you know it feels good as a player when you like your decisions outside of dialogue trees actually matter. Because I feel like that's the most organic kind of like consequence-driven gameplay that you can have.
For sure, actions having consequences is definitely kind of what you want to see.
And I loved seeing that pulled off in Undertale, and there's some other games that do that, but I like that because it feels much more organic and you're not thinking through the gameplay of like, you know, your choices, because you know you get a dialogue option, you want to pick the quote-unquote right answer.
Yeah, it's more like it's intuitive, just action. You're doing what you want to do, and then you see responses to that. That's really cool. Well, dialogue is like its own sort of structure, you're thinking of narrative beats going through.
Because I mean, you can tell people to like role play as you want, but it's natural human instinct to want to like min max.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to avoid. And like, gamers are gonna game.
Oh yeah.
Well, and you definitely want to find that route where it's like, do you want to make people play through it again? Like that should be the end goal. But like, does your game feel like it? You want to go through it again to find out the different endings and different options.
Although I feel like sometimes replay value is overrated as a game quality. It depends on the game though. Like I was playing a game. It was called Abzu, and it's like a 3-hour-long game. And every minute of that game is fantastic. And then once you finish it, you really don't need to play it again. But the whole 3 hours of it was so good that I totally felt like it was worth the cost of buying it.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds preferable to a game that kind of lingers and makes you grind. There's a lot of issues with sort of expanding how much content is there and just filler content.
So that game was like non-stop flow from start to finish.
It's awesome. What type of game was it?
What?
What genre was it?
It's a bit. I guess it's a third-person swimming game, and it's got some sort of semi-puzzly things.
It's not Aquarius, is it?
No, the game's called Abzu, A-B-Z-U. Yeah, it's a little difficult to.
Are you looking for a magic ability here?
I guess I'm looking for a key or something.
You're a strong, independent woman who
don't need no
bloodshed. You don't need no
Listen,
bloodshed.
A princess.
Oh, there's a sword. There's a sword.
A princess needs a knight like a fish needs a trebuchet.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah! Independent woman needs a sword now. Suck it. Get it.
I like her, she gets angry when she attacks.
Yeah, it's cute. Because, given this was made in 10 days, I can see, you don't have animations for every single cardinal direction, but what's here is extremely effective.
Mm-hmm.
Am I supposed to... I'm trying to remember where I was... I guess, do I keep going?
You got one key, so you need to get more keys.
And you gotta get more keys. There you go, showing me where I need to go. Get a taste of what I'm aiming for. It's supposed to be good level design. Well.
So does your sword actually do no damage if you contact with it? It's only your beams?
I am not sure. Come on.
Well, the beams don't go away. I thought it was a full health kind of thing, like in Zelda.
Sure. Yeah, it seems like your main.
The orange asks, "Whose game is this?" This is Clay's game. Team Punch the Moon.
Team Punch the Moon.
Damn it!
Head on over.
Yeah, those are some brutal. It's nice when you have some sort of sliding capacity there, just to make it a little bit smoother for traversal.
Would she need a second equally dynamic and compelling female character?
Oh.
If they had a conversation, would it pass the Bechdel test?
Whoa.
Only time would tell, dear reader.
I definitely like this sort of workshop writing concepts being just thrown in.
Yeah, although I'm curious to see if it gets integrated with the gameplay on a more, I don't know, past just a sort of commentary level. But by the way, Snowshoe, how much more content is there in this game?
So, unfortunately, I didn't get very far because, like I said, I broke the game. I tried refreshing it, and it just wouldn't go on. I'm like, okay, I gotta move on to the next game, otherwise.
Right.
But I felt like it probably went on for another let's see, you're in I want to say you're part 3. I feel like maybe there's another 2 parts, but I cannot confirm. Ghost Dad played though. Maybe Ghost Dad will pipe in.
Because we maybe end up pushing out Block 8 because I'm playing this game. But some games I know were reported to last 2 seconds, so I'm like, well, I could push it out.
Well, I know I got 2. So the other 2 games in my category, or my thing are short.
Hold on. Clay says
maybe.
you were supposed to go back to the title screen after that. So have I seen all the
Yeah, I
content?
think the game is done. I mean, you
Okay.
can try not
Oh,
killing
there's
the wizard,
more.
I
Okay,
guess.
one of the main routes. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. In that case, I'm going. I don't know if you guys concur. I think I will call it quits on this one, so I can get to the next game on the list.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fun.
let the
Yeah,
players
that's fine.
explore the other routes. Let's not spoil
Alright.
it all.
All right, that
But
was
yeah,
a
excellent
fantastic
work on-
entry.
Yeah, excellent work on both the visuals and the audio of that one.
I'm super impressed.
I felt very engaged, and I felt the meta happening, but I didn't know if it was going to be meta or not. So it was very like submerged. It was like very.
Yeah, for 10 days, that's nice responsiveness. It's
It's
just
very
interesting to
impressive.
see different paths and that sort of concept being pursued and not all falling apart given the time span. So congratulations being able to pull that through.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna adjust something real quick over here. And the next game on the list is one I've been, well, it's a Harold Krell. So, of course, I am
Very exciting.
extremely curious to see his treatment of the theme.
I like his games. They tend to be short, but they're definitely worth your time.
Krell always manages to do something very interesting. And sometimes it's usually couched in the fact that, like, they're very simple concepts. They might not be the hardest to implement or, all that. They're innovative in such strange, interesting ways is pretty much what
Yeah.
happens every time.
Once you start playing, I'll give my bits a little bit, because I did have a couple like weird issues, but that's like IRL stuff.
All right. Oh, this is nice. Did you see that perspective on the?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's cool. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get with a Harold Krell game, but I feel like I've never seen him phone it in. It's always, and it's not, some people only do one kind of game. It's always different gameplay mechanics. Always.
Something.
what exactly are you hammering into?
What are
I
you?
wonder. That's interesting. It just disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
But that feels kind of good. Like I'm not even pressing a button. That's all mouse. It feels good.
Can you go from side to side? Can you not hammer them correctly?
Well,
No, I didn't find that an issue.
Yeah. Although it's weird is if I drag, it don't let me go further. But
Oh.
like,
So there's a clear defined space at which you can hit X. Hit.
generous hitboxes,
Yes.
and that sound effect is very satisfying. All right,
Yes,
who am I
I
torturing?
agree.
And there's got to be. Well, that's the thing about a Krell game is you always expect a twist.
Oh, that's very loud, by the way. I should have
Oh.
warned you.
Is it loud on the stream?
Oh, it will be.
Yeah, the games are fairly loud.
Nail it!
Oh.
And guess what? It's whack-a-mole!
Oh, there's 4 moles!
That's amazing.
They're gophers.
These are really cute.
Except I keep getting stuck on the. The lifting is a bit.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Wait, do you want a fun tip?
Yeah.
If you raise your hammer higher, when you hit down, they go down faster.
Oh, okay.
I had the trouble of like going up and down. My mouse doesn't work
Yeah,
very well on the
It
surface.
feels a bit sticky, but I'm also using a trackball.
Yeah.
So one thing I'm gonna do, I guess after this run, is plug in a proper mouse.
Hopefully you have a better accomplishment. But I did love it. It was satisfying hitting them. And this game is rightfully annoying, like any whack-a-mole game should be.
What's that? Oh, what is that?
Yeah,
What
yes,
the
hit
fuck?
it.
Oh, do I have to press a button?
Hit that drill.
Oh, the drill!
Drill them. I wish they bled though.
Oh my lord.
But if I had any complaint, that you should harder on the blood.
So is the audio for the folks on Twitch okay?
I'm like, it's okay. Everyone's saying it's not too bad. It's alright.
I gotta try
I
this
love
with
the
a proper
Krell
mouse.
voices.
But I wish they, yeah.
Oh,
I wish
is
they
that
did
it?
bleed. That's what I think of the hair.
How long did... Oh, I see, I got a timer of that. What I like is it's got that old Chuck E. Cheese, LCD.
So all the question marks are like weapons upgrades.
Oh!
Time.
That's amazing. Whoa.
Right? And
You got screen shake. This game's got juice. There's at least one
Big
more.
hammer.
Alright, I'm gonna plug in a different mouse.
LOL juice.
I really like how all the actions is just lifting the mouse, and every time you interact with the game, it's pounding something in.
I want
It's,
this in VR. It
really
doesn't
well.
have to be 3D. It just has to be VR, so I can move my hands instead of using a mouse.
Oh man.
The mouse is the hardest part to deal with.
Yeah. I would play this in VR too. I'm 30.
Or,
You think that?
Or even I don't know, like a iPhone
gonna-
or just something that has like Z space kind of feel.
Alright. Let's try this with a mouse.
I'd play this in VR, says Diadine Hippo.
I feel like the concept of like you just hammering through different concepts, that could be a really like this could be the baseline prototype concept for VR experience.
Yeah.
Because like that being the core, like everything, even your tutorialization at the start with hammering the nails, it was just really cleverly done.
This is just it's adorable. And it's the perfect kind of game like I'd expect to see for a 10-day jam.
I think it's extremely tasteful of Krell to not have blood and gore on these, because I can totally imagine.
Because to be honest, if it did, I wouldn't be playing it twice, because I really don't like... I mean, it's fun at first, but if it's excessive, I don't know.
Depends on how silly. But I think when I saw nails being hammered in from a Krell game, I was I had some dark expectations. I was like, this is some dude's arm that I'm hammering nails into.
Yeah, so I was pleasantly surprised, because I think it's easy to go macabre on something. I couldn't finish All Senior Citizens Need Life Alert.
Oh, man.
That game made me sad.
Yeah, well, that was definitely a big part of it, was really the treatment of an extremely sad subject, which I think Krell is really good at.
Oh, that was the entry to 2015, what is now known as Awful Gems. It was SA GDCX, SA Game Dev Challenge 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't on the list.
Yeah, if you go to his itch page, you'll probably find it. I can't verify that right now because I'm busy drilling.
You're busy drilling.
Are they gophers? Is it ever said what type of animal they are?
It could be hamster. I don't know. It's a
moles,
rodent.
I guess.
It's a rodent.
I don't.
I said whack-a-mole, but
I'm not a biologist.
then I thought gopher.
I don't know
then
how-
They sort of have a Garfield vibe to them too, like they have a mix of annoying characteristics. But it's really
Yeah, I think the
fun.
most herald thing about them is the faces.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did a great job with the faces.
This is very satisfying. It's just, this is fun. This is the kind of game, actually, now that you mention, there's somebody, oh yeah, Word Bias, how 2000s in a Flash game do whatever with blood. But it does remind me of the kind of game of, it used to be, you know, you go play Flash games, and then you say to your buddy, like, yeah, you gotta try this out. Like, that's kind of what's got, like, frog fractions going, it used to be normal. And I feel like that's not really normal anymore, because if somebody tells me, like, hey, play this cool game I found, I am immediately suspicious and think it's some kind of Farmville shit.
So you have to pay for it.
Yeah, it's kind of free to play.
But yeah, 2000s era Flash games definitely were a lot more ridiculously gory.
They were also made by teenagers.
Yeah, it was the classic days of Newgrounds.
Jeez, way to make me feel old.
Hey,
Rude.
we're all.
I'm out of here.
Well, I'm gonna gong this because it was fun, but I think I've seen. This is. I'm gonna play it again later, though. I think my main critique is the hammer feels a bit sticky, in the sense of the lifting, because it looks like there's some kind of detection of when you're on top of something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like it clips to something.
Yeah, which is a nice feature because I think it keeps you accurate, but then it's too accurate because then it's hard to lift the hammer. And so that wasn't super satisfying because I kept on wanting to lift it, but it didn't feel responsive. But that was fun.
Did you find that when you lifted it higher and then went down, they went down faster, or no?
Maybe, but it was tricky to go high enough to really get that because of that sticking issue.
Okay. I was just curious because, like, I noticed. I don't know if it was just me though. That's all.
It feels like a pretty tricky thing, just because if you follow the mouse perfectly, then you have a lack of weight for your actions. which is kind of you want that feel of a hammer coming down and kind of smashing into it and not constantly going back up. So it feels like it was probably a hard thing to balance as far as the action of the hammer.
It did feel, it took me back to Newgrounds days in like a good way. This was fun. It was a very solid entry. And yeah, once again, I'm always impressed by how in every game I've seen by Harold Krell, the gameplay is different, very different. So
I'm just really impressed by the kind of keeping it on to the same action for tutorialization, for starting the game, for replaying. It's all just using that same action and keeping you completely in tune with it. So good work, Krell.
All right. And the next game, and in case anybody's wondering why I'm doing this display capture, it's that most of the games in this block are browser games, so I'm playing them through the itch Steam imitation thing. Next game is Super Giant. Well, it's kind of, you see this thing, it's convenient. What I like it is it lets you download browser games so you can play them offline.
Oh yeah, I did notice that. I actually don't have the app. I just kind of play them as they are meant to be presented.
As they were meant to be presented.
Not to make it sound
Internet
like pompous. It's just like I feel like it's a better gauge.
Let's just do this. Who cares who can see me resizing display capture?
Yeah.
Whatever.
And when Sharp and Spoon gets here, we need to tell them to steal their idea for Awful Jams.
What idea?
The whole itch app thing, obviously.
Oh yeah. If only OBS was not being a jerk about window capture. Unless maybe it will work because I rebooted OBS. It's worth giving a shot.
It also lets you download the OS version. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, if it ain't broke.
Yeah, it
Don't
doesn't
break
like
it.
that. It doesn't like it.
We tried.
Oh, we tried, everybody, we tried. All right, Super Giant Robot Cat Assembly. I'm very curious about this because the pixel art from the title looks very attractive. Down to continue.
I felt bad that I waited too. I felt like bad waiting too long to play it because I'm like, oh my god, kitty.
I already approved because there's cats. Is it a Nazi cat?
No.
Okay,
Oh, yes. I think it is.
No! Kitty, I trusted you. Kitten, war is upon us. What we need are more giant robot cats! And their screen shakes, so I approve. Don't do that.
Yes. Pixel cat in your face.
In your face. All right. I like that. That music's very satisfying.
Oh my god, yeah. The music,
No.
top notch. I love the music. So I'm like, yeah, I want to keep playing. And there's some, like, I think it's like a cat mix because I keep hearing meows.
It reminds me of, did you ever play Zero Grab Kitty by, I'm grabbing the wrong window, by Marvin, aka Bonerman Incorporated, aka Krillin in the Name.
No,
Zero Grab
I don't
Kitty.
think I have.
It was this hilarious track. I'll have to send it to you later, but he does his own music as far as I know. Oh, enter to start. Meow. But that also had, get ready. What am I doing?
Ooh, those are nice sprites and tiles.
Yeah.
You're building a
Ooh,
robot,
sprites are
come on.
This reminds
Build
me
your cat.
of... Oh! Have you ever played Super Solver's game about building a race car?
I think I played the other game, Gizmos
I
and
can't
Gadgets.
remember the name. That's it. That's what I'm thinking about. Gizmos and
Okay.
Gadgets. The sprites really remind me of Gizmos and Gadgets. All right.
Yeah. It's brightly colored.
Yeah, and that whole workshop element. Okay.
The only thing I was sad about is that I thought this was like a mix and match, and then they'd go fight.
Oh, it's
and
not?
That was not what this is.
Okay.
No, it looks like you're trying to do correct.
Oh,
all the
Just
same
okay.
type.
search and match. So whatever looks similar to whatever that base was.
Yeah, I think you need to actually build up before you put the thing on.
Yeah, so you gotta find the other grayish one. Yeah. Now you gotta find
There you go.
That's
And then you
cute.
send it off.
Launch.
Or after you get
Oh,
the tail.
I have to. I'm pressing up. Oh, I have to repeat it.
Spin.
There you go.
All right. There's a bit of a lack of explanation of the controls, but I guess this game's probably simple enough that.
Well, the
Seems necessary.
direction is actually like in the blue area.
Yeah, but it's reversed.
Oh, it Oh yeah, I didn't notice it. Wait, you're pushing down for
Yeah,
up?
when I press down, it scrolls up.
Oh, I don't think I
I
had
like the
that.
kite sprites though.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
cute.
very cute.
It's a lovely little touch of like the incidental things that don't really affect gameplay, but it just makes the scene seem alive.
Is that a Mega Man cat?
I love the
That's the
sprite
one.
art. Oop, time.
Yeah, everyone likes the sprite art. Sprite art's is on point.
Yeah, this is a nice little experience. Giant robot cat. I like. Let's see. What was your highest score?
I got to 5, so you beat me. So
Oh, I already did. Well, let's try.
Yeah.
Let's see how good we can go. Interesting. You
we
gotta
should all
mash.
play together right now.
I suppose if you like wanted to like have strats, you'd memorize the order of like where things.
How many taps does
Yeah.
it take to get to the purple cat?
And then does it start you off in the right spot?
Yeah, I wonder how randomized the order of the cats you have to build are. And I can tell the parts are not randomized. I think it's semi-random because I don't think I've built that one before.
No, yeah, I think which ones you build are random, but not
The
how you
order
look
is,
for
yeah.
them.
I love the. I would love to see the concept sketches for this because these are all adorable. Whoa, wrong. Bad. And I love
So
the.
yeah, you're supposed to go fast, which is why you can screw it up really quickly.
Because yeah, if you mess up once, it's game over, right?
Yeah.
Did it give me that one? No? Yes?
Nailed it.
10! Yeah!
That's a lot of cats.
Ghost Dad
Not
says, yeah,
enough.
this could be a pretty solid mobile game as it is. Good looking pixels. Yeah, I agree. You just do some mobile controls. Be interesting to swipe the screen, get those things. That's adorable.
Yeah, I think if you built up like maybe levels of complexity where you get your mechs having more specific parts and more parts, like a bigger list, you could probably scale this up to be a mobile game pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. Well done. It's a nice little jam game there. And it was perfect for the scope because I didn't detect any major bugs. You know, it just came in and did one thing really well.
Mm-hmm. I didn't have any issues either. It didn't crash on me. I didn't have to reload the page. So that was a nice plus.
Alright. And our final game of Block 1 is The Adventure of Willie the Woodworker. So let me get my display the way it ought to be.
Oh.
Oh? Do we have thoughts?
I played the wrong game. I marked down the wrong one in my list.
Ah, so this is a mystery.
Yeah. Oops. I played Magical Item Workshop, which was in the next one. My bad.
Never forgive you.
That's okay. I want to be surprised.
Good enough.
We can both be surprised together.
Yeah, we can be surprised. Let's find out. It's a grab bag. God dang it. I've almost got this. Yeah, okay. Got this.
Nailed it.
Workshop jam. All right.
Even the stream's a workshop.
Yes. Oh wait. Oh yeah, we're joined by Sabela Vega. Do you want us to call you that on stream?
Actually, let me go ahead and change my name for you.
Okay.
Oh, well, actually, that name's fine. Go ahead and use it.
All right.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Sure can.
Great.
Awesome. So play some games. We're going to talk about the games while we're playing the games. So this is, yes, The Adventure of Willie the Woodworker. It says he's... Oh, I need a transition. There we go. Whoa. Nope, that was wrong. There we go. It's a workshop. Yes, okay. Says he's a woodworker, but this looks like leather to me.
Maybe it's
I
meant to
kinda
look like
see rings.
scrolling.
What
see
are my
rings.
controls? Okay.
Ooh,
Whoa,
nice
I'm
jam.
floating.
Now I did look it up beforehand because I was looking at all of them, but I
Yeah. You
There's a
broke it
slight-
already.
A slight glitch.
Yeah.
Is this maybe it's
Let's see what happens when you reach the roof.
Whoa. Whoa.
Maybe he's
found
really
the
the wood
secret
climber.
mode.
Oh, there you go. You're fine.
Yeah.
Good corrected.
Wait, I need. Okay. How to play. Use the arrow keys to move. Use spacebar to jump. Control key for your mallet. Your mallet can defeat goblins and can also block their projectiles. Okay.
There's goblins in my workshop? Damn it! Again! I thought I fumigated!
Hey, you know that could happen to anybody.
Oh god. They're the worst. They are throwing wood around left and right.
Well, you know, on the moon, it's not as bad to throw things. Although I can't help but feel affection for the old school sound effects. Oh.
It is very cute. I like it.
I double jump.
Got it!
A
Oh!
little bit of help on your jumps.
Look, he is the wood whisperer, so if he made all those platforms, he better know how they work.
Yeah, man. He's a professional. He looks like the kind of guy who'd be on like a TLC extreme whatever workshopping show. So you always gotta have that goatee and be all extreme and shit. But... oh.
I wonder if you can just hold down the hammer.
No.
Maybe.
It automatically retracts.
Uh-huh.
Am I being timed? Like a Martin? No, I'm not. I could take my
No,
sweet
you just
time.
have a score, and you have lives.
I'm trying to remember what
Woodworking
you know,
is a slow, methodical task. You don't get timed by it.
Whoa, what the fuck just happened? Am I at the beginning again?
Oh no!
Oh!
Let's start it over.
Maybe you died.
Bastards!
Might have died.
Yeah, his health
His
bar
movement
was
reminds
low.
me, and the sound effects remind me of the Fisher-Price Firehouse Rescue game. It's permanently embedded in my brain because I played it a lot when I was really little. And you know whatever happens when you're 5 is like etched in your brain forever.
So there's not a lot of damage feedback based on, so it's just the health bar. You have to really keep your eye on it.
Pro strats. Oh, god damn it.
You
No,
can knock those out of the air with your hammer.
Oh, there we go.
Oh. Did you touch the giant
No.
spinning blade?
She did touch the speedy blade.
Okay. So, let's see. I always commend somebody who has the wherewithal to make a side-scrolling game in a very short game jam, because you immediately have to design levels and stuff.
It's harder than most people think.
Yeah. Especially, what is this? I guess this is Kingmaker's Studio, so you did have a visual thing, but I know you have to do a lot of stuff yourself in that still. So, I definitely commend the creator for that. If they were to improve upon this game, yeah, oh, I died. Several quality of life things, I think, would improve it. One would be more response of, two things, like, well, let's see, damage that you're doing, damage you're taking, because I think a key thing about any game is letting the player know that what they're doing is being recognized. So I encourage the
Yeah, making a platformer feel good is probably the hardest thing.
Yeah. It feels very floaty and not super responsive, and the hitboxes are really weird. I think it's probably, there's the sort of common novice mistake of making the hitboxes too accurate. So I feel like it's a much better experience if you actually make the hitbox smaller than the sprite, and then the player feels really cool.
Oh.
I keep getting gotten by this one.
So I think you can hammer and knock the
I
hammers
got
out of
him, but then I died, and I didn't get hit by a saw blade.
You're jumping into the giant.
You are, but
But
then
I
it's
was-
not registering till later.
Yeah, it seems when it plays
Oh,
that
it makes
sound,
a no-
it means
yeah,
you
it
died.
needs to hear the noise. You have to hear the noise, and then you're
Yeah.
dead.
Hmm.
Boom.
Guiding Hippo writes, I love the graphics. It feels like it came off a Windows 98 shareware CD. I agree. Like, something about this is very nostalgic for me. And it kind of,
Yeah, I could totally see this being made in Click and Play or something.
It's reminding me of, like, The Incredible Machine, in a weird way, in terms of, like, the elements. Because I don't really have complaints about the graphics. I think they're quite serviceable for a game made in 10 days. my main complaint would be the lack of feedback for the player. Also, are the buzzsaws like one-hit kills?
Yep, you've been dying to them repeatedly.
Yeah, okay.
The real
So
question
don't
is
jump,
what kind
just
of
push the
workshop has
hammer to
bottomless
knock the
pits?
wrench out of the sky.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Told you.
Oh,
You got knocked into it.
I'm gonna try one more time, and then I'm probably gonna gang
Yeah,
this.
you'd think while you were flashing it wouldn't kill you, but I guess it's
Yeah, it seems
kill
that
either
buzzsaws
way.
have a delayed death.
Ooh.
Got this. Believe in you. Believe in you that can do this.
Thank you for believing me. It means a lot.
I like how you're doing some sort of getting over it there with the hammer. Like just grabbing onto the ledges.
Like a hook.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, you like ran into him.
Is this the dark souls of... No, I'm not just gonna...
Every single one of those goblins is you in the past life.
Oh, fuck you, goblin. Alright, am I gonna get farther in this than I have ever gotten before?
You got this. You got it.
Got this, baby.
the slow saw that penetrates the shield.
Nailed it.
We're gonna make that joke so many times in the course of this jam, I swear.
It's that bald head that's super vulnerable to saws.
That's exactly. He's not wearing a hard hat. This is not OSHA certified, you guys.
I mean, it's his private workshop, probably.
Big private workshop.
It's a
Well, that
very
begs the question,
Like
if
a
it's his
non-OSHA
own,
compliant workshop.
Maybe he's magical. It's bigger
if
on
it's
the
his
inside.
own workshop, why is it set up like, why is it, or is there a story it was infested by goblins as, you know, as it happens? Hey, it's a Mario style thingamajig.
Do you get more points if you jump high?
I think I finished, I beat the game!
Yay!
Game over.
You know, for a game made in 10 days, I gotta hand it to them. You had a level, and there were like, you know, I will say, even though I was frustrated and there are a lot of quality of life issues this game could improve upon, there were like different kinds of challenges with the way the buzzsaws and stuff were laid out. And it's sort of typical platforming, but, you know, showing you these things and make you think about what you need to do to get around them. So I thought that was cute. I think it was a very good effort.
I just really like the noise of when you died to the saw blades. The ooh. I think that was actually a little bit confusing though, because it was pretty obvious that you didn't really realize you were dying from those saw blades because of the delayed action. If there was an animation there where the character got like cut in half or something, that would kind of like sell it. Because you always want to make sure players know what they did wrong, what is causing fail states. Because if they don't, it's extremely frustrating.
Yeah, that would be probably the biggest issue. Is I didn't realize why I was dying. I thought I was just randomly dying.
It's because you're bad at video games.
It's because you heard a weird
yes.
noise, and that always makes you die.
I mean, it's common knowledge that I'm bad at video games. That's nothing new.
It's true. At my funeral, I want that sound to play.
My funeral, they can say that I'm bad at video games. All right, so we are now entering block 2, which is Sharp and Spoon's block. We need to get him on. You know what? Since we are going into block 2, let's take a 5-minute break, and we'll be right back.
Sure.
Just put on